Yeah, I was working on my Belarus today. I finally got around to putting a cylinder on this wood hauler so that I can dump it. You know, the cylinder just replaced the top link. But then I started getting a leak all underneath the dash and going across the floorboards. Now, this is not unusual. Belarus is a leak. Anyway, they're well preserved because there's always oil leaking from someplace. But after tearing off all this underneath the dash and stuff, I finally figured out it was coming from the return hose that is underneath the dash and then works its way forward. Well, I wasn't even aware of it, and I'm sure this has never been a part since it came from Russia. But they do have a sort of a filter. It's not really a filter, but it's a kind of a screening mechanism on the return line. And, you know, with it being cold, she got to be a little too much resistance and she was leaking from around the clamp on that hose. But, you know, they put these things together, they don't, you know, things are made to be serviced without having to replace a bunch of parts. All this thing is a series of gauze wafers. And that's what catches your crap. Then you take it apart and clean them all out. So that's what I got to do is clean all the water, and I sure there's some ice in there and just crap. Clean them out, blow them out, put them back in there. But that's, you know, like I said, there's no really replaceable filters on this. Like say, even the oil filter isn't a regular. It's over there, but it's a centrifugal filter. You know, it filters out the sludge by spinning, and then you just clean it. These things don't need a lot of maintenance on, you know, or a lot of parts. You can usually just fix things with a hammer and a crescent wrench, which is, you know, you see the hammer there, and crescent wrench there. They're pretty basic. We'll have to make a gasket. Horse is getting bored. He wants me to come out and play. He's been biting me in the ass so I'm working here. But that's relatively simple then. Pretty straightforward. But I'll have to check this hose in case I need to replace it. But I didn't even know that was in there. See, the oil tank, the hydraulic oil tank, is this whole big cast iron piece. And the pump is bolted right into the bottom of it. You know, and all the valve bodies are bolted right on the side of it. It's a mystery. You know, I mean, they've got hydraulics. You know, they've got outlets for the hydraulics all over the place. There's one on each side and one in the back. You know, everything is all over. You know, it's made to be, you know, used for in any position you need it to be. Oh, that damn horse is biting now. Yeah, big snout. But I'll clean my gauzes out and put it back together. But they are good to work on. You know, simple, crude, and that's good.